The depression that comes, the self-loathing, the disgust that you feel yourself and that you know other people will feel about you as well. Even though you know that you're not doing anything, it's not your fault and you just have to live your life with it.
As a teen, I was teased for being too dark. Now I'm an adult experiencing losing that skin color that I had grown to love. There are family members that haven't seen me in a while, don't even recognize who I am.
I'm Janice. I am a pretty positive person, and that might sound a little funny because I am living with Pachyonychia congenita, or PC for short. For me, the #1 problem of PC are these painful calluses that are always on the bottoms of my feet. I live with constant pain. There's blood vessels and nerve endings and blisters that form in the calluses or around the calluses that, again, just another layer of pain. I mean, this morning I got up, I got out of bed, I crawled to the bathroom, I brushed my teeth on my knees. In a day, I have a certain amount of steps. I can only do so many. You know there's gonna be a price for every step.
So I'm Tanja, and I am very creative, courageous, and determined. I'm a mother of 1 daughter, and I'm living with vitiligo. So vitiligo is an autoimmune disorder that causes you to lose the pigment in your skin. It was a little spot that started on my leg, and it has progressed aggressively. There were times that I would trying to scrape the white patches off my skin. It was hard because I didn't like what I looked like. I was losing my self-esteem. I was losing my self-confidence. I didn't think I was pretty.
I'm Eric, and I'm currently living with ichthyosis. It's like you always have sunburn. Pieces of your skin are falling off in clumps. The worst symptoms that I experience are not being able to regulate my body temperature. I don't sweat, so I overheat easily in the summertime. For others, a lot of them don't have eyebrows or they don't have hair. The skin can be so tight. It can be disfiguring because it's something you can't hide.
My name is Brinley. I'm dynamic, fun, funny, and devoted, and I'm living with hidradenitis suppurativa, or HS. HS is an autoinflammatory condition, and we end up with abscess-like boils in a lot of our most private, intimate places, like under your breasts, under your arms, in your groin, although it can affect anywhere on the body that there are hair follicles. The worst thing about living with HS is the shame. A lot of people think that you are gross or unclean, and a lot of times when you seek care, you're told that you need to lose weight or stop smoking, and there's a lot of blame and shame that comes along with HS. You may sit a certain way in a chair just without even thinking about it because you're accustomed to having flares in your groin. White sheets, they strike fear in the heart of most people with HS because you know at some point you're going to have an abscess that you leave blood on a bed like that, and that's horribly embarrassing for us.
My name's Bianca, and I'm a very family-oriented person, a music enthusiast, and I also live with eczema. Eczema is an inflammation of the skin. It's a very painful, chronic disease. The worst symptoms that I've experienced with eczema is swelling. My legs and arms grew double its size, and I lost my ability to walk. That's one of the things that most don't know about eczema, is that it's not just a rash. I remember being called polka dots because of the way the skin would present on my body. I've been asked if it's contagious. I've been asked in worst cases, whenever I was covered in flares and open lesions, if I was a burn victim. And I've actually experienced going to the doctor and them not being able to treat or understand my skin type and hyperpigmentation. And it was very isolating, and I did feel defeated and helpless.
For me, that dark place was sitting in my bathroom floor, just contemplating suicide. But I got to the point where I was like, God, Vitiligo is not going to have me. I'm going to have it, and I'm going to take control of it. It's not going to dictate my life. You don't have to down yourself. You don't have to be depressed. You can make it.
I always wanted to be defined by who I am and not by the disease that I have. So I pushed through. I went to work every day, regardless of what was going on with my abscesses, and in some cases, I think I pushed far too hard. I feel like all of that has been lifted because of this positivity that I can bring to the community and the help that I can give the community, including my own 2 children, and to show them how to do it differently than I did it, to be more forgiving of themselves, to give themselves more grace, to not carry the shame.
I would love more funding with the NIH to fund more research into eczema, and then working with the CDC to raise awareness and educate dermatologists about the way that eczema presents, especially within people of color.
I would love, in my beautiful ideal world, I'd love that a patient would go to a dermatologist and have that dermatologist be able to say, oh, this could be PC. And even if it's not PC, to get them genetically tested so they can actually get a diagnosis. What we need are people of influence to care about skin diseases and to make a difference.